barriers, separation, living like clenched fists. My opinion's better than your opinion. I know best, you don't. Opinions are just words. The body-mind itself is not inherently affected by words. The body-mind itself is inherently happy and okay. It's just the content of the mind that disturbs the body. You know, a blank piece of paper can have anything written on the blank piece of paper, anything at all, but the plain piece of paper is not affected by what's written. This writing, this is just an address. The paper hasn't been affected. This is what there is to understand. And this is what the enlightened person has understood. The awakened person has understood that the body-mind itself is not a victim of the content of the mind, though the mind might think it's a victim. Yes, the content of the mind does affect the body, but that which is inherently already happy is not affected. I like to use the analogy of glass. Glass can have smears and smudges on it. A window can have smears and smudges on it. We have dirty windscreens, but the glass itself is not affected by what's on the glass. The glass is inherently bright, inherently clean, inherently clear. That's what glass is. The glass itself is not affected by the smears. Now, why I'm saying all of this is yesterday I was in someone's home and this person objected quite loudly. Won't quite say the person went berserk, but it was pretty obvious that this person was not happy about me touching another male. This other male is my intimate friend. And I simply went like that, literally, simply like that. And this person, I'm not saying whether she's male or this person's male or female, this person objected to that. And this person would claim to be a Christian. So I say to myself this morning, surely Jesus hugged. Surely Jesus was physically intimate with his male devotees, his male disciples. Not necessarily sexual, we don't know that. He might have been sexual, we don't know that. But this person, yes, they objected to this. By shouting at me, that will not be done in my house. You must not do that in my house, etc., etc. You could have been in prison for that some years ago. I must admit, I reacted by saying, well, if that's the case, I will not ever come here again. I didn't storm out. I walked out quietly with my friend. We sat in the car and decided to return because yesterday was my 70th birthday, believe it or not. My videos are about how to be happy with one another, how to live happily with one another, without all of this these mental barriers, these divisions. And if we are unable to hug one another easily and effortlessly in an ordinary way without any implications, then it's a sorry state of affairs. If each culture, each nation, each family group cannot be intimate physically with one another, it's such a shame. You know, holding something like this, a candle in a coconut shell, look how I'm being intimate with it. That's not sexual, it's just intimate, and it's a physical intimacy, and I'm enjoying, and there's love there. And why are we not able to do that with one another? It happens quite a lot. Prior to death, people start becoming more intimate and being upset about the fact that they haven't really loved that person during their life. Anyway, this person, yesterday afternoon, was adamant that that kind of behavior is not allowed. Yes, I understand this activity. This activity, the self-contraction, makes the body-mind, or the body itself, quite rigid at times. And very protective, and very defensive. But it's only in the head. It's only a thought. How many times do we hear, oh, she wasn't like that years ago, or he wasn't like that years ago. Something's something's happened in their lives to make them more like this. Look how many old people are like this. The body-mind is inherently, innate, intimate. It is intimate. The body-mind is already in relationship with everything and everyone. All these prejudices have to be dropped. How can we be happy with one another if all we do is go around dramatizing our prejudices, our points of view? We've got to transcend all that. Jesus said, love God first, and then you will love one another. He did not say love your neighbor first. That comes about because you love God first. But very few people know what God is. Represented by the open hand, God is this disposition of love, happiness, joy. It's a state. And it's not an abstraction. It's an intimacy. It's not of the mind. It's a spirit. It's a flowingness. It's a living reality. That's what the body-mind is already. And many people feel that when they're out in the country or doing what they like doing, their hobbies and what have you. But as soon as they're with another person, get away, don't come near me. It was quite a revelation It's ego, you see, this is ego, this activity. There are so many egoic patterns and tendencies that we all have that have to be transcended for us to love, for us to be happy with one another. Yesterday was my, as I said, 70th birthday, and here are some of the pictures that were taken by my friend. My celebration was held we went to a Thai restaurant in Cheltenham. So, I don't think my friends would mind me sharing. Let's see if I can bring them up. See? Intimacy. Happiness, joy, delight. Eye to eye. These are all friends of mine. Jeremy was sitting virtually on my lap. That wouldn't be allowed at this person's house. So, God makes a difference. Linking up to my spiritual master, Adidar Samraj, who's the bridge for me, the bridge to God, the agent. Jesus said, love me first. And these spiritual masters who are enlightened, who are awake, say the same. Love me first. Be in heart communion with me first. And only then will the body-mind be changed from this disposition to this disposition. I am so grateful that I can share this by YouTube. If anyone who wishes to listen to it, and hopefully by listening, they will be more willing to live a life of intimacy and happiness, which is our natural state. This is not natural. Do you go around all day long holding your hand in a fist? No, but the body-mind becomes like this. Due to all that nonsense goes on in the head. This is its natural disposition. The open hand disposition. It's so easy to see that this is true. The natural state of the hand is open. The natural state of the body-mind is open. What have we got to defend? Some history that we aren't happy with? We all make mistakes. The errors of our ways are understood, realized, and we can be born again, as Jesus said. Start again. Be born again of the Spirit, and the Spirit is love. Thank you for listening. And this person also pokes fun at Adidar They're going la-di-da, la-di-da. Blessings, happiness, joy. You might think that joy and happiness is having a Lindt truffle and enjoying the chocolate. But to really enjoy the chocolate, to really enjoy it, is a change of disposition. Where all the senses are heightened. Where we're not adding self-contraction to this event, to this happening. I don't normally eat chocolate so early in the morning. No mind. As long as mind gets in the way, gets involved, it gets in the way. No mind. Thank you for listening.